The Climb is brought to you by High Oaks Hunter, innovative hunting products. Killer Food Plots, you reap what you sow. Hunter Safety System, saving lives is what we do. Monster Custom Boats by bow fishermen for bow fishermen. And Studio D Media, redesigning the outdoors. This past year, High Oaks Hunter and Studio D set out on a mission to find teams to represent all walks of life and the world of hunting. You see, every hunt and every hunter is different, which is what makes the sport so enjoyable for so many different people. And that is what The Climb is all about.
And that's all it took to get me shook up. Thank you, Lord. Absolutely blessed. Grunted them right in.
It's always cool when they come in that close, just a testament to the gear that we use.
It's a balmy 74 degrees. Got a wind out of the southeast. All the conditions are just absolutely terrible.
The challenges that every hunter faces, from applying for tags, securing hunting property, scouting, practice shooting, or hanging that perfect stand setup. These are all unique to the individual. And let's not forget that thing we call everyday life. Balancing family, work, and bills within a hunting lifestyle presents a whole new set of challenges. Mix in the ever-expanding world of filming hunts, and you have the perfect storm. You have The Climb.
Our climb started when we were young, and it just has never stopped, and I don't think that it ever will stop until we take our last breath.
The climb is about the challenge that every hunter faces, whether that's trying to get close to a big deer, whether it's trying to capture it on film, or life in general. The struggle that we have to be able to be hunters. The preparation, the hard work, the being at the right place at the right time.
This season, 6 amateur teams from the mountainous west to the swamps of the deep south took to the field, camera in hand, to capture their climb. The rules were simple. Tell your story, be yourself, and have fun experiencing the great outdoors. When the sun sets on Season 1, you, our viewers, will pick a team to host the second chapter of The Climb when we reset and do it all over again this fall. After all, the hunt never ends. It is what we think about, dream about, and center a major part of our lives around every day of the year. This segment brought to you by High Oaks Hunter, innovative hunting products.
High Oaks Hunter started back in 2009 in Fayette County, Alabama, a little community called Wayside. My wife and I hunted a lease there, and that was the first year she used a climber to hunt. I sat and watched her do something that I'd done thousands of times and didn't realize that there was a better way to get your gun up into the stand with you. So we went to the drawing board and designed the lift kit, and it took us a few years to decide to make the High Oaks Hunter a business instead of just something we use to make our hunts easier.
Team Fatal Addiction.
We're Team Fatal Addiction Outdoors from Central Missouri. We have one member that's from Fort Collins, Colorado. We primarily hunt on our local farms and neighboring lands, mainly white-tailed deer. We'll have the one person in Colorado that'll be able to hunt some mule deer, and we're going on one elk hunting trip. Yeah, the climb to us is a huge foot in the door. I mean, there's not much of an easier way to get on national television than this show right here. And it's going to open up a lot of doors, we hope, for us. Maybe we'll continue with this. Maybe someday we can branch out and this help us get our own TV show, which when we started Fatal Addiction was not the plan, but as we grew and we fell in love with it, and now that is the plan. That's what we want to do. So.
Yes! We got a coyote and a deer down, baby.
Team Fatal Addiction is based out of Missouri, but has one team member that has moved to Colorado, giving them some options on hunting locations. They are one of our more experienced teams in filming. By the looks of things, they manage some nice farms in the Midwest. We really like Fatal Addiction's different stand setups we've seen, and being mobile to get close to big deer.
I guess I'm the old man of the operation, and I have 2 nephews. So, and then we got a good friend of all 3 of ours. So we've kind of been hunting together quite some time. So,
and I guess I'm the oddball out of the group because I'm not a family member, but I've grown up around all of these guys for as long as I can remember. I do a little bit of everything. I hunt and I film, so I'm kind of the pivot man, do a little bit of both. Enjoy both sides of it, and I'm ready to roll.
Team KD Bar Media is based out of the Sunshine State of Florida. That's right, Florida. Better known for its Osceola turkeys and offshore angling, Florida actually supports a very healthy deer population. With one of the longest deer seasons in the nation, you can hunt the different regions of Florida from August to February. There's never a dull moment with Kenny and Derek, and we like the fact that they make hunting fun for everyone around them.
So we are KD Bar Media from
Monticello, Florida.
This is our climb, and we are glad to be here in
Gunnersville, Alabama.
This year we're going to hunt
Deer.
And
turkeys.
And
elk.
And bear.
I got nothing.
And my teammate is lost already. We are here doing our interview because we got eliminated from the shooting competition. Could you tell us how far across the lake your shot went?
About 200 yards on a ricochet, though.
And for you folks at home, the lake is only about 300 yards, and it went 200 yards across on a, how far was the shot?
38.5 yards.
But somebody did put one in a canoe, so we're not the biggest losers.
Team KD Bar Media.
So we are Team KD Bar Media from Florida. Not all of us though, because I recently moved to Mississippi, which makes our climb a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, as if it wasn't difficult enough. Derek got a great promotion this year, and he's moved about 8 hours away, and so it's kind of put a dent into our plans for this season. But that's really a part of our climb this year too, is figuring out how we're going to pull this off and make it happen.
Yeah, so far we've been able to do that, not with great success, but with a lot of fun at least. Kenny and I first met through the National Wild Turkey Federation, which we both work for. I moved to Florida, went to hunt with Kenny and him on his farm, and, well, became family. They're no longer just friends or people I go stay with, but family.
For me, the climb is about opportunity. I've been really excited to be a part of this process, not only with Derek and to help build what we've started there with KD Bar Media, but to be able to work with these other guys that are so talented from around the country, to work with Darren and Nathan, and Michael, having their support, it means a lot. The climb is about, it's about opportunity, it's about education, it's about capturing what we're able to do in the field and presenting that to people, and hopefully they'll enjoy what we're doing. We've got some great opportunities out there to hunt. We've got some great opportunities out there to learn, and we're excited to get this climb started and see what this year is going to bring.
This segment brought to you by Hunter Safety System. Saving lives is what we do. Team Lethal Mission. Team Lethal Mission comes to us from the Peach State. Georgia grades out as a solid B on Realtree's Antler Nation with quality deer throughout much of the state. This team as a whole has youth on their side, spending a great deal of time in the woods and having a travel schedule many would envy. They are centered on their faith and recognize the man upstairs in everything they do. Everyone should be looking forward to getting a little lethal.
We are Lethal Mission. We are from the Southeast. We hunt Georgia, North Carolina, Kentucky. We are lethal for the Lord. We are lethal in the woods. We're on a mission to honor His name, and we're on a mission to harvest His game. The climb can be applied to everyday life. It's not about the ending, it's about each step you take. That includes failure, includes success, and we as hunters and we as Christians face that every day. The reason you're watching this is because of hunting, and that's the reason that we're here. But if you break that down, the real reason is because of Him.
We want to keep pursuing what we love to do. We want to pursue pushing God's name out there and letting everyone know that there is a God out there in that.
And with everything you do in life, you're going to have a stopping point. And that's where, to me, that's where the climb really hits. Because a lot of people stop and they won't continue it. They won't take that next step, get that extra push, make that extra climb. And that's why we're here. We want to make that extra climb and get to the top.
There's never an end to this climb.
Always climbing.
To the top.
Team TK Outdoors. Team TK Outdoors brings a great aspect of hunting to the show that we are excited to see. Two of the team members are fairly new to hunting, but it only takes one conversation with them to see that they have the itch as bad as any seasoned veteran. Illinois, though still a very good deer state, has dropped off some in recent years from its peak as the big buck capital of the world. We are looking forward to seeing their season unfold through the record-breaking rains and unseasonably high temperatures during the rut.
I don't know if I speak for just myself or for all of us, but this is a very unique opportunity that we're really ecstatic about. We're really excited to be a part of a great group of guys, great people involved all the way around from start to finish. I mean, we're nobodies from nowhere with no contacts, no one behind us, just us and what we have.
And just your average normal day people. I mean, I started filming just a few years ago. Picked up a small camera, and initially it was just to document what we were doing and keep it for our own personal use and watch, and kind of show our friends and family and share our passion for the outdoors, with our friends. And after that first year of doing that, I realized that that's what I wanted to do. Like, I'm just as much in love running the camera as I am being in front of it and shooting my bow.
Well, and the climb to me is going from nothing to picking up a bow and just falling in love with it and seeing Ted's passion and him passing that passion on to me. I love it. I can't get enough of it, and just learning to grow, and it is a climb.
Team 701 Outdoors. Team 701 Outdoors has been producing some breathtaking footage since their video resume was submitted last year. Their addition to The Climb gave us a true Western-style hunting team with different species and terrain that many of us have to travel great distances to experience. From spot and stalk mule deer and screaming elk to North Dakota whitetails, we may see quite a mixed bag from the boys of 701.
We're Team 701 Outdoors. We're from North Dakota. I grew up waterfowl hunting on our farm with my brothers. Met Shane here when we went to school about middle school time. Shane said I had to learn how to deer hunt. I told him I know a place to go, so he brought me out, and his family introduced me to deer hunting.
Yeah, it's some good deer hunting out there, and hasn't been able to get rid of me since. So
yeah, we've basically been hunting ever since. About 3 years ago, we began filming just as a hobby. Grabbed a handy cam and thought, that'd be kind of fun. We got one good coyote hunt on film, and we thought that was the best thing ever. We're addicted ever since. The Climb for me personally is just it's about creating a story, different adventures. Especially in the last 3 years, we've taken kind of a leap of faith and tried a different hunt. We'd never been to Montana, we'd never been elk hunting. We grew up hunting shelter belts in North Dakota, and so to go out backpacking 3 miles in, having no clue what we were doing, that's just part of building our story. And
for me, it's kind of the same where, I'll just say adventure for me is the fun part. Like say we were kind of big into Western big game, and that's something, growing up we just dreamed of, and then just decided one day we're just gonna go after it. And a couple years ago we just decided, well, might as well start building points and stuff and just going on trips while we're young and can. So to us, it's just the adventure and things we've never seen before, trying new things, and just get addicted to it.
Team Fully Knocked. The duo of Fully Knocked may be our most geographically challenged of the teams. No, they didn't fail geography, and yes, they know east from west, but these guys live worlds apart in New York and Oklahoma. We'll let them tell you that story. Fully Knocked is a very well-balanced team with a great deal of knowledge on the filming side, as well as the hunting. No doubt these guys want to make something bleed, but it better look good on film too.
I am Fully Knocked Outdoors. My partner couldn't be here today. Garrett is a professional photographer by trade, and he had a prior obligation this weekend, so he had to be a step away for that, which I'm completely okay with, so I will fill in his tidbit for him. Garrett and I met through high school. We were wrestling buddies. We grew up together, and wrestling was something that we did together. We loved. It was something that we were passionate about, that we loved to do, and something that taught us a lot of the life skills that that we use in not only hunting but in life in general. Hunting is something that we absolutely love, and when you first get into hunting, hunters evolve, and that's what the climb is to us. It's about evolving. So when you first get into hunting, it's often about shooting a deer or shooting an animal rather than a specific type, and then we grow into being more selective, whether it's restricting, I'm not going to shoot a deer unless it's this size or a deer that's this old. So part of this process for us is not just about us hunting, but about passing it along for future generations. And so one of the things that's really important to us is to introduce new people to the outdoors and give them that experience and hopefully get them hooked for the rest of their life.
As you can see, the stage is set for an incredible season. Join us each week as we follow the teams through the mud and snow, the snakes and bugs, and the hits and the misses. Every hunter does it their way. Every hurdle cleared is usually met by another. But isn't that why we go back day after day and year after year? The challenge of the hunt lives only within the hunter. The hunter determines where their climb starts. But once it starts, it never stops. Find us on Facebook or www.theclimbtv.com for details on being part of Season 2.